Hey guys, I am Ibigandscary. I'm bringing you another StarCraft 2 replay, this time Game 2 in the best of 3 matchup from the GameFaqs tourney that's currently going on, hosted by Bone Carlos. In our top right corner, in the teal trunks for Zerg, is Needs More Money. It's just Need More Money. There's no S on the end. I keep saying that wrong. Need More Money. He's playing under the handle of Mines Killer, but I'm going to go with Need More Money for the sake of simplicity. And we have Buildings in the bottom left, who took the first game. He's currently up 1-0. Both players are actually master level Zerg. It's a Zerg versus Zerg. Yellow trunks for Buildings. We are on Daybreak, I believe. In the first game, we saw both players going for that hatch first build, sending out that first drone just a little bit ahead of time. Doesn't have enough money for the hatchery, so this is probably just for scouting and to see if there's any shenanigans going on in Need More Money's base. He's doing the extractor trick, just the one, but we're going to see if there's any changes in the build orders that either player does now that they've seen what the other one was doing. Both players were playing kind of a macro style, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of them blinks and goes for not cheese but some early aggression. There goes Need More Money throwing down his pool at around the 12 supply count. So yeah, that's definitely some early aggression. It's going to get scouted immediately by a building. Sees that pool has gone down. He's not going to go for an early expand himself. He's going to have to throw down a pool first. He's at 15 supply though, so I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't follow it up with a expand for himself. He's got the probe down in position way ahead of schedule though. He's going to have to wait for another 200 minerals before he can even think about throwing down that expansion, plus whatever Zerglings he needs to get out to deal with the aggression, because that pool is preparing to pop for Need More Money. Need More Money has almost enough minerals to throw down his own expansion, but like we saw in the last game, Buildings really did a good job at harassing the drone when it went down there to take the expansion, so hopefully he can sneak it out just a little bit and get his expansion up without having to deal with that aggression. Wow, double extractor pit trick right there, bringing Need More Money up to 20 supply, so he's desperately trying to get a lot of extra harvesters for a lot of extra units. Maybe this is an all-in. He's pulling not every single one of his drone. He's leaving quite a lot back at home. Maybe that's for continued Zergling production. Now he's changed his mind. He's bringing his drones back. I don't know. Maybe that was a botched all-in, that he sees the timing now that he gets his overlord there, sees that the hatchery is up. Does he have vision for that? He does not. He doesn't know that that hatchery is up, but maybe he assumes as much. These Zerglings will find out in just a couple of seconds. If that is the case, the one of the drones held back and took an expansion for himself. Just a little bit of poking from the Zerglings. They're pretty much identical numbers, so I think Need More Money is going to have to pull back to his home base, unable to deny Buildings with his new expansion. He's working on that gas. He's going to get the speed up very shortly. Daybreak, another thing to realize is that this is such a small map, and by Daybreak I mean Cloud Kingdom. Cloud Kingdom is such a small map, so the aggression from the Zerglings is significantly faster, especially when that metabolic boost finishes off. I think that's why both players kind of favored a pool first sort of build. You don't really want to go for hatch first in ZVZ just because it is nice suicide, and you could do that in the last one because it was so large, and I'm guessing that they were just more comfortable with it. But now that it's a smaller map, I think this sort of defensive play is more common and probably more successful. Hatchery for Need More Money is gonna finish, probably not gonna get canceled. Small amount of pressure from the Zerglings, but with a queen there to support the smaller number of Zerglings from Need More Money, he's not gonna have an issue with pulling that back, actually helping to destroy the hatchery just a little bit. Probably nerves, probably the same nerves that made him select all the drones, and has an idle worker right there. No, just one off of gas. Baneling Nest being built for both players, actually, with the metabolic boost almost identical to Buildings' timing. It looks like he's moving out with just a small, larger number of Zerglings than Buildings has. It's so hard to accurately judge the correct number of Zerglings, but whenever it comes down to Zerglings, the number is absolutely vital. You've got to know exactly how many you're dealing with and what their health is, which is why I have health bars turned off, because it just makes it more dynamic. 14 more Zerglings en route for the Buildings. With that Baneling Nest being finished, I expect we're going to see a lot of them warped in on the low ground. Another little poke from buildings at the front door, but NeedMoreMoney has really focused on Zergling production over harvesters. Again, he's behind on the drove count, just like last time. He's favoring making more units, and I think that's really just buildings being really good with his Zerglings, rather than NeedMoreMoney being bad with his Banelings. A lot of Banelings coming in, getting some massive hits off on the Zerglings. We can actually see the Zergling count just absolutely plummet as we see another massive hit. 11 Zerglings are on the field, but they're all coming in from the wings. And this is where we see the economy just kind of slide for NeedMoreMoney. He doesn't have the number of Zerglings out that he needs. A huge wave of drones following up this aggression. This natural is definitely going to go down. The drones just arriving a little bit too late, as the reinforcing Zerglings too. And then the Speedlings can just slip right out from buildings. With that third gone down, the drones are left to, distance mine and slide back kind of shamefully back to their home base, warping in some Banelings on down by the natural, but that's really just to hold the ramp more than anything else. The Roach Warren will be out in just a couple of seconds. I have to say that this is looking really grim for NeedMoreMoney. He really needed that expansion to hold, and unfortunately it did not. Double Evo chambers going down to create kind of a wall off. Roach Warren will be finished by the time the drones and the Zerglings and the Banelings arrive at the base. He'll need to attack in mass, but that's kind of in the favor of buildings. He's got more than a handful of Banelings out on the field, and those Banelings will do absolutely massive damage. There go every single one of the Zerglings, with the exception of like 3. And all that's left now are the Banelings to push in, and the drones are left to do all the damage they can. The 6 roaches on the way. Once they pop out, I imagine this will be over pretty shortly. The drones doing a surprising amount of damage. The queen does go down, but then a Baneling hit kind of aids with that. But as the roaches start popping, we'll see the harvester count begin to plummet. He's already down to 14 over 30, so even if it's drones versus drones, I think building's not going to have an issue with wrapping this up. Interested to see what the logic was behind pulling the drones for the all-in. If he had actually committed to that all-in, I wonder how successful he would have been. Probably would have succeeded in taking out the expansion, but buildings has been really just top drawer with his control of the drones and the Zerglings and map awareness. So I don't think he would have been caught off guard by that all-in at all. That's it for me, guys. That was game 2, but buildings took it, so there is no game 3. He moves on to the next bracket, and I think NeedMoreMoney moves down to the loser bracket, so he's not out of the tournament just yet. Keep an eye out for him. Keep an eye out for any more of these games. If you guys have a game you want me to cast, you could PM me here or on Reddit. One way or another, I will see you guys later. I am Big and Scary. Bye.